Bueno amigos, estamos con la tremenda guerrera de boxeo, Seniesa Estrada, que va a una pelea importante el 20 de marzo. Quiere convertirse en campeona en 2 divisiones en el peso mínimo contra Anabel Ortiz. My friends, we are here with Seniesa Estrada, one of the greatest warriors at this moment in boxing. He's going to fight March 20 against Anabel Ortiz, looking to become champion in 2 divisions. Ms. Estrada, how is the camp so far? How is your preparation for this fight?
Oh, it's going great. Everything's been amazing. Everything's been perfect in training camp. I've been getting some really great sparring. So yeah, I'm extremely prepared. And you know, I went into training camp about 3 different times just because the fights getting pushed back because of COVID. So, you know, sometimes I had to like slow down my training and then pick it back up. But you know, I just feel 100% prepared physically and mentally. So I'm really excited for this fight.
What it means to you to win this championship, to be champion in 2 divisions?
It means everything. You know, this is the biggest fight of my career, and I feel like this is the start of my professional career as far as you know, bigger things, as far as being on bigger platforms and you know, financially, just everything. It's a really important fight for me, and it's important for women's boxing because I'll be on, you know, a global platform like DAZN. So I just want to do my best to represent women's boxing as best as I can in this fight.
It's ironic what you mentioned this, because I sense that, for example, in MMA, women in MMA are more recognized than women in boxing. Is that true? Do you think that women in boxing still not getting the recognition that they deserve?
Yeah, I think that's true. I think it's true. It's starting to become better with women's boxing, but you know, in MMA, it's been like that. Women get recognized more in MMA. I think it's been like that longer, just because, you know, Dana White took a chance on females with you know, Ronda Rousey, and that kind of opened up the doors for all the other women in MMA. And I think it just takes, you know, promoters in boxing to just be willing to take that chance and give women opportunities, just like they're doing in MMA, and like let us headline a card and let us be co-main events and main events. And I think, you know, that's something that has to be done in order for us to get more recognition that we deserve and to let people know who we are.
What kind of boxer is Anabel Ortiz? What kind of fight do you expect from her?
You know, I've seen fights. She's a very tough fighter. I've seen fights where she's stood there and exchange punches and likes to, you know, go forward. And then I've also seen fights where she backs up. So I'm not really sure what their game plan is going to be with me, but I'm preparing for both. I'm preparing for her to move away from me, and I'm also preparing for her to come forward. So, I mean, oh, sorry, I don't know what I did there.
No
you know, I respect her a lot. She's a great champion. She's defended her title 12 or 13 times and has held it for a long time. But, you know, I feel like, you know, she's been in the ring plenty of times, but she's never been in the ring with somebody like me. So that's going to be the difference when we get in there. She's going to realize that, you know, I just have an answer for, you know, everything that she tries to do in the fight.
Seniesa, I was reading your story, really amazing what you have to go through to become the warrior that you are today. I was reading that at some point you were rejected from Sun Jin. Sun Jin doesn't want you.
The very first gym that I went to when I wanted to start boxing, they turned me down because I was a girl and because I was too young. But really, it was because I was a girl. That was the reason. So I was crying, and my dad realized at the time how much I really wanted to fight. So he took me to another gym where the trainer there accepted me. He said, I've never trained a girl before, but I'm going to give you a chance and I'll train you. And he said, I'm not going to take it easy on you. I'm going to treat you just like one of the boys. And I said, okay, like, I just want to do it. So started at that gym. It was in East Los Angeles, and never stopped since then.
And now that you are recognized, have you ever returned to that gym?
Yes, I ended up meeting that same trainer that turned me down, and he was just like so amazed at everything that I accomplished, and very proud to hear all the things that I've done.
How was the time that you were growing in East LA? I was reading that there are a lot of drugs, a lot of shootings, a lot of problems. Even I was reading that your own father was victim of, drugs. How was this growing up for you?
Yeah, it was, I guess at the time I would say like it was normal for me, because it was how I was raised and what I was raised around. And, the great thing about me fighting in my story is that it definitely saved my dad's life from being in prison and from being addicted to drugs. So boxing's kind of something that really saved him from all that. And if it wasn't for boxing, who knows if he would even be alive right now. So I feel like going through all that stuff as a kid really made me mentally strong and made me the person that I am today. And definitely made me the fighter that I am.
So your father is in your corner right now?
Yes, he's always in my corner.
Who instilled in you the love for boxing? Because you were saying you were crying because they rejected you and you want to train so hard. Who tell you boxing is your life?
I think it was something that I was just born to do. Like I wanted to box before, when I was 5, 6, 7 years old, before I even went to a gym. I knew that boxing was something that I wanted to do from the first moment that I saw it on TV with my dad. I just knew it. So I kind of feel like it was just something that God put in my heart and in my mind to know as a young kid that this is something like I was destined to do. That's really the best way I can explain it.
What is going to happen after this fight? If you win, and we'll hope you win, what is the future hold for you?
After this fight, I just want to continue to fight other world champions. My goal is to have all the belts at 105 pounds and all the belts at 108 pounds. And then eventually even have belts at 112 pounds as well.
What it meant to you? You were the first woman in Golden Boy to headline a boxing match. What, that day, how you felt?
Oh, it was amazing. It was a dream come true because as a kid, my dream was to one day sign with Golden Boy Promotions. And, growing up, being a huge Oscar De La Hoya fan and coming from the same neighborhood that he did, he was an inspiration to so many people. So I knew when I was a kid, even before I started boxing, I said, one day I'm going to sign with Golden Boy Promotions. Like, I just knew it. So to have the opportunity to sign with them and to headline and to, be their top female right now is just amazing.
When you saw for the first time Oscar De La Hoya, what did he tell you?
The first time that I met Oscar, he just said, welcome to Golden Boy. And, he gave me great advice. He always gives me great advice anytime I'm able to speak to him. His advice is to always just stay focused and continue to work hard no matter what success comes to you, which is great advice because I never want to stop working hard no matter how many fights I win, no matter how many titles I have.
Well, I don't rob more for your time. Thank you, Seniesa Estrada, world champion, who's going to look for another world champion. So we're going to waiting for you March 20, see your fight against Anabel Ortiz. Thank you so much for your time.
Thank you so much.